Hello, friends, and welcome to David's favorite day, Monday.
It is Monday.
July 11th.
It's my favorite day, TGIM. I get 7 days ahead to make an impact in people's lives.
And look where we're broadcasting from.
Yeah. You can see behind us is the ocean. Literally, we've got a little oceanfront property here, which is our Airbnb for the Vancouver Island back-to-back. We've already done them. Vortex 10 and 11?
Vortex 10,
That's right.
Petroglyph Park, and Vortex number 11, Walbrand Valley. We had to switch up our dates a little bit. Unfortunately, this whole trip has been shifting. You know, we get to a place and the weather or the plans, it just makes sense to do it on this day and that day. So I know there was some people that were going to try to maybe come out and get out to Petroglyph Park, but we had to shift our days and just do it a little bit earlier. Unfortunately, but we're happy to be coming at you guys tonight and taking the time to do a global mass meditation. We didn't know if we would be able to go live from where we were yesterday, Sunday. We were in a very remote location. Wow. So
you were an extraordinary place. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's okay. It's been a really long time since we've done a live. That's what it feels like, because the last time we saw you guys, we were in sunshiny Kimberley for Vortex number 8, and it was pouring rain.
That's right.
In our tent, in our canopy. But the funniest thing is I read on a sign while we were exploring that Kimberley gets 300 days of sunshine a year. And we were just in this torrential downpour on our back deck doing our last live mass meditation. So we are happily presenting sunshine from the island, from Vancouver Island. We're staying in an Airbnb just in Ladysmith. The owners have their place on the property, and they let us use kayaks. So we got out this morning. We did a little kayaking.
It's a little bit red, a bit rosy.
Yeah, we had a beach day. We had a bit of a relaxing day. And before the island, we did Vortex number 9. So once we left you guys last week, we did Vortex number 9 in Osoyoos, BC. It wasn't actually Osoyoos. It was Carameus and the Carameus Mound. And we just went a little further up from Carameus to Bromley Rock, and we did our meditation. And again, right before the meditation started, it started raining, and we just got hammered the whole way through. So the elementals have been making a presence and letting us know that they are here with us.
And the last time we had an elemental meditation was with Kiana and Caden, who are dear soul family of ours now. Now they always have been, but dear friends in the material, but dear soul family. And we were out in Carameus Mound.
Carameus Mound. We did that with
I'm sure you guys remember that. It's quite a wet night. God.
It's been incredible, because you were talking about building the Earth Alliance, and that's exactly what we've been doing. So here on the island, it's been more with the trees and the sand and the dirt and the elementals. We've really felt the Sasquatch and the fairy energy around us the whole time, but we have yet to see anything with our bare eyes. We do know that the ETs are pleased with us, because we keep getting positive feedback in the sky. But the real, physical feeling of Earth Alliance has been with our soul family and friends, and just connecting and meeting people along the way. But especially Vortex number 9 in Carameus, I think we've met, friends just for a lifetime. So we're very grateful for that last stop. And the one thing Caden said to me that really stuck, while we were in this meditation, while it was pouring rain and there was a lot of distractions, he said, it really is work. Like, we're showing up to do this, to heal everything that we can, and to bring the love and the light, and to put everything we can into what we're doing. So it does get stressful on meditation days. It does feel like a lot of pressure, and you know, sometimes we can't even find these vortexes, and
we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
We so those of you who are tuning in, we'll probably do more of this at the after the meditation, I think, although we'd love to do it now, just to catch up with a little bit more catch up, and then we'll get in. Tonight's meditation is going to be about we're going to surround the earth, Gaia, with a pyramid of light versus a specific location. This sort of came to me, and we agreed on it sort of last minute here, because we feel like with what's going on in the world right now, there's going to excuse me, be a lot of
that's your throat chakra.
That's my throat chakra clearing. A lot of fluctuations in the happenings of the world, and we see that with countries like Sri Lanka, and this is going to be happening all over, guys, because the shift is really upon us, which is very exciting. It's very what's
chaotic.
Very chaotic. It can cause a lot of anxiety to people who are not ready for that. And we're going to do a global healing tonight, because there's a lot of we feel a lot of stored energy in the lower chakras for the collective. Maybe not necessarily with you guys, or maybe, but I know Lisa was talking about this this morning, that there's a lot of good things coming. There are some really, really big doors to open for humanity, for those who have requested them to be open, for those who are ready. And if you're not yet on the path of really, Kelly was talking about this a minute ago, feeling like we're doing the work, and we do feel like we're on an initiation path here, doing this Vortex Tour. And it's reminded me to share that if you haven't got a routine of mastery in some way, if you're not currently building your way up the levels to bring more light in, it's going to be very challenging to receive more light as it continues to intensify. So we encourage people to really develop a plan for self-mastery, for enlightenment, for activating the heart center, for moving up the levels one at a time, because it is sort of a level at a time, isn't it? It's not one sort of, oh, the doors are open, all the light's going to come in. You really have to layer it up, and the masters talk about this. So I wanted to share that.
Yeah, but it's balance. So everything is work-life balance. So, you know, what we noticed at the beginning of the tour is we're booking all these places and trying to do all these things, and we're failing because we just put too many things on the plate, and we didn't maybe give ourselves enough time in between. And we certainly haven't been able to keep up with graphics or content or anything, because we just really want to be here and experience. And we've had a lot of highs and lows along the way, but you know, when you're talking about it, it is uncertain. Things are changing, and with that uncertainty, fear is always that predominant feeling. So, you know, if we are storing anything and we're reluctant to change, but we know that we have to because it's for the greater good. Yeah, so that's what tonight is about. And you're right, there's just so much happening. Like, I'm sure you've all heard of SADS, you know, all kinds of just chaotic
it's so ridiculous.
Things are happening. Like, I'm not sure if, you know, but you know, you see the headlines, and
I can't believe people are actually falling for that.
Yeah, but there is a lot of people that are slipping into poverty because it's just happening. Like, look at inflation, look at gas prices, look at groceries, look how many people did lose their jobs over and because of COVID. Things are just chaotic, and it does feel like it's really hard, and maybe a lot of people are drowning. So there is fear because there is uncertainty, but it's like, you know, the universe has got us, and having that faith, it's tough when there's uncertainty. Yeah,
it is. And I guess we talk about money a little bit, but when it comes to creating freedom and time and what have you, you've got to get into, before you do anything, that abundance mindset. And we're going to probably do a course on this. There's a number of courses that we're going to do. This may actually be part of a bigger course when it comes to creating your environment for freedom, setting yourself up for success, and streamlining your life for ascension. That's probably going to be somewhere near the name of the course, something like that. But the abundance mindset is so important right now, to know that you are abundantly free. You will receive all the abundance the divine storehouse has to offer, whether you can see it now or not. and it's kind of Lisa Wheeler was sharing today, who's here tonight. The ability to create and bring this in now is so powerful. So get into that mindset of you really can create your reality. We kind of hear it quite a lot through the spiritual teaching realm that, oh, you can create your reality, and it's just sort of, it sounds very grandiose and wonderful, but the actual practice of it has been quite challenging, I think, because we have to clear some of the negative self-talk and belief systems that we've ingrained. But now is the time, guys, to start to envision the 5D systems, the 5D earth, the way you want to live, and watch it come to you, because it will. But
and how do we create? Through thought, word, and deed, and intention. So tonight we're going to get into our mass meditation, and we are going to be building a pyramid of light around Earth. Mm-hmm. And we're just going to anchor that light, bring it in. We're going to focus on healing ourselves, healing the land, even the trees. Like driving through the ancient forest yesterday, logging is just so rampant up there. Like they're just clear cutting forests. You know, the trees, they need healing. The animals, slaughterhouses, they need healing. The children need healing. Everything. Like engraving, you know, graffiti all over rocks and carving penises into trees, and like all of it just needs healing. So we
saw a bit of that, by the way. It's not some random thought that
it's just
we experienced some of that at Petrichor
Park.
Park.
Like driving through the logging area, we felt like it was a cemetery. Like we kept referring to it as that because that's what it felt like.
That was a very interesting feeling.
Surrounded by the trees, you feel the consciousness, you feel the life. You know that they've been here for 500, 1,000 years. Like it is some of the oldest trees, you know, we got to spend time with yesterday.
And in the same token, in the same breath, they have agreed to come here and play the part of contrast and come and go, as many species have, by the way. Reading Barbara Marciniak's Earth book is very, very interesting, guys. It gives you such a big picture overview of all the origins of humanity and the cosmic big picture. We talk about that quite a bit, but it was talking about the Anunnaki recently and the genetic programs and how many of these great cosmic, in a positive way, experiments for the Earth experiment have come to play their part, and they come and go. It's not just necessarily that ecosystems are going extinct, although we have done a lot of damage. There is a lot of divine plan to this to move us where we're going. So anyway, just some encouragement to sort of look in that big picture, in the big picture frame or lens through it, and we're going to get through this just fine. So let's do a 60-second countdown, guys, to meditation. Very positive. We're feeling very strong energies today. It's really
we are
amazing.
Riding the high wave. It's been an absolutely perfect day. The sunshine has finally found us in Western Canada. So I hope that wherever you guys are, across Alberta, across the prairies, wherever you guys are, I hope you have sunshine, because we've just had so much rain. So we are feeling the high, and we're feeling the light, and we are ready to anchor the light and bring it in tonight. So I have a pyramid here. This is very much like what we are building. It is a 4-sided pyramid, 4 points on it, 4 sides on it, and then there is the point at the top. So when I build a pyramid tonight around Gaia, that is what it's going to look like. We like to, I know the pyramids can have only, the 3 sides, but we like to incorporate the 4 directions, north, east, south, and west.
Put that over there.
The 4 elements, earth, air, fire, and water.
Right. Sorry, that's the only way I can layer in music, guys, is I can bring it in as a separate entity, like a separate person. I can't play it through Restream anymore. It's really weird. Anyhow, not your problem. It's my problem.
Hopefully the volume is good.
It's all good.
Let us know if it's not.
So let me let that in now. I'm going to play that. And we're going to start the meditation very shortly. So let's bring in that. That's probably around 28, 29 volume. Give it a second. Let's do it. Yes, let's do it. What kind of a stone pyramid is that? It's a shungite pyramid.
But we are building crystalline pyramids. So I like to just visualize giant crystalline quartz beams.
And visualize.
envision / visualize.
We have the Pookie Dictionary, which we're going to talk about after the meditation. Seeing as
We're not talking about it.
Someone remind me.
Just a thing, and people understand. It doesn't matter how you communicate, as long as we're just going to start telepathically communicating.
We call it telepathy.
Telepathy.
All right, guys, let's lighten the mood a little bit. Let us know. Can you hear that music okay, guys? I've let it in. Can you hear it good with our voices?
We are all one.
Let me know you can hear that okay with our voices talking here. Just give me a 5x5 with the music, and I'll know that that's pretty well balanced. I think it is from the levels I'm looking at, but I always check in with you guys. Send me something.
Okay, Avicii.
Is that music?
How are the levels?
Music sound good? I'm assuming it does.
We're just gonna go with it, yeah.
Okay.
Good. 5x5.
You ready? You ready to heal the collective? Okay. So this meditation, we will, as always, do it in 3 parts. I will begin with the activation part. Kelly will then begin with, or continue with, the 7th chakra of the body activation, including building the pyramid, and I will finish with the main healing part and the 5 high rays, completing the 12 chakra activation at the end. So just get in your minds for that. And I invite you all now just to close your eyes if you haven't done, and center into the present space, knowing that you are in your environment, but as the family of light, we are all one and connected through the quantum vine and through the power of consciousness, non-local consciousness. So let us just bring our awareness to the physical body now, as we begin tonight's collective global mass meditation for healing. With Alice Bailey's soul invocation, when you hear these words, just feel the mighty I am presence, the soul self, infusing the physical body, infusing the cells, infusing every single atom of your physical being. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am divine design. I call upon the pillar of the pure white Christed light. Descend upon us, the family of light, move all around us, form within us and through us now. We ask for the presence of the I am that I am. Merge and join with us now. Fill us with light. So be it, and so it is. So like the 4 corners of the pyramid of light, the crystalline pyramid we shall build in but a moment. We bring in the 4 archangels, the horizontal plane now, to hold the space, to anchor the space, to protect us in this meditation. Beginning in the east, we ask for the presence of Archangel Raphael, the Archangel of Air, whose symbol is the caduceus wand and whose energy is green fire. Breathe in that green energy to the space now. From the south, Archangel Michael be with us, whose symbol is the flaming blue sword, and His energy is blue fire. Invite and breathe in that blue energy now. And in the west, Archangel Gabriel, the Archangel of water, whose symbol is the silver chalice. His energy is diamond white fire. Beckon and invite that white light in now. And from the north, Archangel Uriel, the Archangel of Earth, whose symbol is the golden pentacle. Whose energy is red flame energy. Breathe into the space now. Feel the presence of the four archangels of the horizontal plane, protecting the space, holding the space. The great watchers and helpers at this time. At this time, we also invite in all of our guides from all realms, all the galactic family, the Pleiadians, the Arcturians, the Syrians, the great Syrian and Lyran lion beings, and all others of the light. All of the guides working with us individually and as a collective, be with us at this time. Feel their presence. Feel the security in knowing you're not alone. And finally, to encircle us tonight, we bring in the great ancient teachers, the Ascended Masters. In this list, these are the ones we are working with. Anyone else you wish to bring in on top of this, please bring them in now. Do so now. So this time, to help us in this work of healing the collective, we invite to encircle us and ask for the presence of Jesus, the Christ, Saint Germain, the loved one, Zoroaster the king, Zarathustra the Magi, Lao Tzu, the old sage, the Buddha, Babaji, the eternal one, Lahiri Mahasaya, the smiling guru, Sri Aptaswa, the teacher, Paramahansa Yogananda, the gift, El Moria, the Lord of the First Ray, Kuthumi, the great guiding light, Dwal Kul, the master teacher, Paul the Venetian, Serapis Bey, the Lord of Ascension, Hilarion, the bringer of joy, the English master, Douglas Baker, the keeper of this ashram, Krishna, the avatar, Kuan Yin, the incandescent one, and all the dragon energies, Einar, the ninth dimensional guide, Mohammed the prophet, and Joshua, who walked with God. The masters within us, Yahweh within us, saviors within us. Take a deep breath in through the nose and hold. Activate the pineal and hold. and release. And when ready, another deep, deep breath in through the nose and hold. Light up the cave and release. One final deep breath in when ready and hold. Activate, activate. And release. Let us now go deeper as we start to prepare for the 12 chakra activation, beginning with the 7 chakras of the body. Let us begin.
So let's just bring awareness to our physical body, wherever we are in the world, and just feel surrounded by love, and feel the protection that is offered tonight to the family of light as we sit surrounded by love and light that the masters and the angels and the elementals and the animal kingdom, our elders, those who came before us. As that energy surrounds us, let's just connect with the highest version of ourself as we start to visualize a perfect version of ourself, exactly who you want to be. Gratitude for that person you get to choose to be. We did choose these physical vessels. We did choose to be here at this time. And it gets a little chaotic sometimes being a human. And sometimes we hold on to energy, and sometimes it doesn't come from us. But we do need to clear that energy so that we can open the energy portals within our own bodies. And the 7 major energy centers run along the spine and through the neurological system. And this is the Kundalini Spiral of life. So we are going to get that energy flowing through us, starting at the very base of the tailbone. This is the red ray, the root chakra. This is everything that we are made of, how we feel connected to the whole, how we feel safe and secure and supported. The most basic of needs. So if there's anything you're worried about that has to do with security or climate change or anything that you might be holding on to, just let it go and bring yourself back to this present moment. Feel very present here in your physical body. try to feel into that balance and that energy at the base of your spine as it starts to clear and it begins to activate. And when I say activate, that portal, it begins to open and the energy starts to expand and it starts to spin from left to right as it starts to spiral. And as that energy activates, we're going to activate our imagination. And at the base and at the root ray, we are going to build the base of our crystalline pyramid. So however you visualize Earth, whether it be flat or a globe, spherical, star-shaped, however you visualize Earth, we are going to build a big square base right around the center, plucking the points in the 4 directions on the horizontal plane, north, east, south, and west. Visualize that base of that pyramid, strong, supportive. Let's build that strong foundation now, just like we build that strong foundation in ourself and in our root. And as we visualize that base, that Kundalini spiral begins to move up and towards our sacrum. Bring your awareness to the orange ray, the second chakra, the sacral chakra. And if you're feeling blocked here, it might have something to do with self and all the pressure that we put on ourselves, pressure to perform, all of the responsibilities that we have. Just let it go and return to the present moment. Know that you are supported and you're exactly where you need to be. So let's just be gentle with self and forgive self as we feel that energy start to activate in the sacrum. It starts to clear and cleanse and open and spin and activate. And as it does, the first arm of the east side point of the pyramid begins to grow upward to the center of the square, shooting straight up as that first arm begins to solidify into place. The sacral chakra is now open and that energy begins to move up the spine into the lower back to the level of the belly button. This is the yellow ray. Blockages can occur when we fall into fear over things that we cannot control. So just let go of anything that you're trying to control and return to the present moment as that energy begins to clear and open and activate and spin. And as it does, the south point of the base of the pyramid begins to grow a second arm as it shoots straight up into the air to meet the first arm. And it builds the first side of the pyramid. And as that arm solidifies, that energy begins to move up the spine further into the thoracic rib cage, where we hold and harness the heart chakra portal. Here we just feel into unconditional love for all other consciousness that is out there in this universe, in the multiverse, the many versions of ourselves living out many timelines. For all there is, feel into that unconditional love space. And as you do, that portal begins to open and expand and come online. And as it begins to spin and as that energy begins to move, the third arm of the pyramid, a big crystalline quartz arm, begins to shoot up from the west point of the pyramid, connecting in the center to the other two arms, completing the second side. Feel into that unconditional love and really visualize this beautiful pyramid that is starting to take shape. We are building this around the earth. And as that becomes solidified, the Kundalini Spiral begins to move further and further up the spine, reaching to the neck, the base of the neck, the throat chakra. Just feel into that throat. Notice any words you might be speaking that aren't conducive to self. Anything you could have said that you didn't say. Let it go and make a point to say it in the future. As that energy begins to clear and open and expand, the last arm of the pyramid begins to shoot off the north point, growing that beautiful crystal, growing all the way up to meet the other three arms in the center, completing the entire structure of the pyramid. And as it does, that throat chakra energy is fully cleared and it begins to move up out of the spine and into the brain, the pineal gland, the third eye chakra, the violet ray. This is the center for our imagination. And this is where we are going to use our imagination to complete the pyramid. The sides are up, the pyramid is full, but we are going to build a giant quartz crystalline structure that hangs down from the center point like a chandelier. It grows down from the center point all the way into the center middle of the pyramid structure. This is how we conduct and bring in the light. A huge crystalline structure hanging in the center of the crystalline pyramid. Powerful, beautiful. And as that structure becomes complete, feel that third eye opening and that energy clearing and expanding and spinning and coming online. And as it starts to spin from left to right, it starts to raise all the way up to the crown of the head, the seventh chakra, the crown chakra. And this chakra portal can only be opened if we are fully balanced, and the spiral of energy goes all the way from root to crown, So just visualize this energy moving through you. Visualize yourself sitting inside the pyramid, wherever you are on Earth. And the structure is complete. And we are now fully balanced, fully open, fully online, and fully present as we are ready to connect.
So take a moment just to feel the 7 chakras of the body. Each one, or if anyone specifically jumps out to you, just go there. Feel the energy. Feel the knowingness this is all part of the great divine plan for you to become activated. You don't have to do anything else at this time on Earth other than just hold the light. Feel that great weight off your shoulders be released. There's no deadlines to meet, nothing to do. As the body in the physical realm is prepared, we now bring in the great gift of the 5 higher rays, the 5 chakras outside of the body, completing the 12 chakra system activation. Beginning with the 8th chakra, located 6 to 12 inches beneath the feet. The Earth Star Chakra. This is a great connection point to Mother Gaia. And as we activate this great energy center, let us bring our awareness to the great veins of gold, physical gold, that are all over the planet, underneath and through the earth. It is a great trick played on humanity. The gold is scarce here. It grows everywhere. These veins of gold lie deep within the earth. They are gateways and tunnels and connection points for energies to move through. All the higher beings know this. So let us use these gold veins tonight through the Earth Star Chakra. Feel your light moving through the Earth Star Chakra into the gold veins at this time, anchoring you to the planet. Take a deep breath in. Feel that golden ball of white light spin left to right. And as you breathe out, let us activate the Earth Star Chakra. Moving up now above the head to the Soul Star Chakra, 6 to 12 inches above the crown of the head. Bring our awareness to that space. A great golden white ball of light floating there. The gateway to infinity, intelligent infinity. Take a deep breath in as we spin it left to right. Breathe out, activate it, bring it online. Feel the beginning integrations of the 5 higher rays. Start to bring your 12-stranded DNA online now. Let us move to the 10th energy center, where we bring our awareness up, out of the room that we're in, through into the sky, through the clouds, higher and higher, up above the earth. This is the Planetary Chakra. See this great glowing white light Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, spin and activate the 10th energy center. There is great electromagnetic energy pulsing within you now. As we go higher and further out into the galaxy, deeper into space, past all the planets, to the edge of the Milky Way galaxy. This is the galactic chakra. Feel the great energy ball here. Golden white. Connecting us to all the galaxies. Connecting us to all the planets, all the life, all the stars, the infinite expanse. Take a deep breath in. And as we breathe out, spin and activate. Open the doorway to intelligent infinity, the connection to all things. Our final destination now is deeper into space yet. Let us go out further, beyond the frontier, deeper and deeper. You notice a great white light starting to fill your awareness. This is our final destination tonight for the chakras, the Grand Central Sun. Let us feel into a great ball of golden white light here. This is our connection to all that is. Once again, take a deep breath in. And as we breathe out, we activate and spin the 12th chakra, completing the activation.
Letting in the light to the pyramid.
Let us prepare to bring in the light to the great pyramid of light, now built and ready for infusion surrounding Gaia. So take a moment to feel the 5 higher rays now online. A great gift from Archangel Michael and many more. Feel the power you have to create, to build, to love, to join with the great living library of Earth. You are one of the custodians of the great pyramids of light now. One of the guardians. So let us come back down. Let's envision the earth with this giant crystalline pyramid of light. Inside the pyramid is the earth, encased. As the family of light, we now surround both, holding hands, the Earth Alliance. Let us take a minute to feel into the collective, all the masses currently living and doing their things on Earth. Returning from work, going to work, spending time with their families, going to the grocery store. Doing all the things that humans do. Like the great Cerebro, let us see and feel all of the masses, including all the light workers not here in this circle tonight. Let us make a group intention to heal all of the lower energies currently being stored within the collective. Let us whisper quietly to ourselves that we accept this responsibility, that we are ready to now heal the planet. As we make this declaration, the Grand Central Sun pulses and sends a great pillar of white light down all the chakra points, through the tip of the pyramid, into the great quartz crystal, and down, filling Gaia with white crystalline light, going deep, deep within the earth, activating all the gold veins, filling them with light. See the masses now filling themselves with light also, every cell. Feel a great collective purging now, as all the negative energies are transformed and transfused back into light. Let us take 2 or 3 minutes in silent meditation now, imagining the great pyramid of light filling with light even brighter. During this time, maybe go into loved ones or friends and family you know and fill them with light.
Healing.
And healing and cleansing. Or if you do not wish to do this, imagine the collective healing. Let us begin this silent meditation. So as the light reaches its peak in intensity, let us be reminded in this age of light which now begins that we must ask and declare for activations, for information, to be part of this great higher age. So I invite you now just to declare that you are ready to enter the age of light, to be a guardian of the great white light pyramids, to serve Gaia and the collective as part of the Earth Alliance. If you are ready to do so, make that declaration silently to yourself now. And if you've made this declaration in this moment, let us also offer a willingness to be of service however we can. Let us ask for awareness to recognize the signs where service and value is needed, and also when it's not, to stay silent. You are a guardian of the light, a member of the family of night. Let us move forward with joy and peace. A great pen in the hand of God. Om Dat Sat Om. Om Dat Sat Om. Om Dat Sat Om. It is done. It is finished. It is sealed. So let us start to wander back now into the body. Feel a completeness to the work we've just done. Reinforce this great pyramid of light around the earth. Whenever you feel called to do so, it is now built and can always be infused with more light should you wish to do so. I will count from 1 to 5, 5 being the most awake. Let us build the levels back to full presence. 1, go back into the environment that you're in wherever you are. Feel back in the physical body. 2, start to wiggle toes, wiggle fingers, move wrists. 3, moving the lower legs, lower limbs. 4, just releasing the hips, rolling the shoulders, moving the head around. Ready to become fully awake and present. And 5. Welcome back.
Thank you. I kept feeling that what we're doing is such a ripple effect. And as we built the pyramid around Earth and we joined hands, it really was that Earth Alliance, because there were so many different types of beings, people who had bird heads and like big giant blue people like Avatar, and everybody just is really invested in what's going on in Earth. And I think after reading the book Earth, knowing that we are one of the 12 living libraries, and how that when we do come online and we are able to connect again with the other ones, it's going to be like Earth's ascension is going to be like a ripple effect. Every consciousness is just going to level up and ascend. So everybody's waiting for this.
Yeah, they are. I totally agree. When we enter into a sacred zeitgeist, there's this And this started happening at the Archangel Michael portal a few weeks back. Kind of feels like a long time ago now, but it wasn't that long ago. And as we sort of, it's like we're walking into a great cave or a hall, and the beings that are there, and maybe ones we're working with as well, are sort of walking with us in parallel, like watching us, like we've arrived, kind of thing, and not in some egoic way.
Cheering us on.
Yeah, like they're here, kind of thing. And that happens for you as well. When you enter into a space, there are beings doing the same thing for you. So yeah, this work it's expected of us. We're remembering how to do it, and it's no accident that you're here on this channel tonight doing this meditation, because we're here to do this now. We're called to bring in this light, and however we choose to do it, however you choose to do it, it's up to you. You don't have to follow a specific pattern. You don't have to follow these meditations, but do if you feel called to. Go and do your own if you don't. But I think it is really time to step on the gas with that commitment to the light and to start to bring it in wherever we go. And we can't really do that, as we mentioned before, without really healing ourselves. These sessions do that. And when you enter into nature, when we go into sacred sites, we feel a great cleansing after that. Do that purging and work yourself so you can show up fully alive and fully activated for others. One of the greatest gifts you can do for humanity at this time.
Yeah, and I think as much as everyone else out there, every other being is ready for us and cheering us on, I think for the first time, enough of us are really ready and waiting for that to happen. And for me, what keeps on coming through whenever I'm, asking, what can I do? It's always just coming back to what you said, really healing ourself, because again, it's that ripple effect. Change what you want to see change, right? So we change ourselves, and then everything in our exterior changes along with it.
It does.
So as we heal, we are healing the land. We are forgiving ourselves. That is happening all around us as we do that for us. And we can't worry about changing anything outside of us or controlling anything outside of us or anything exterior. Really, it's just all within. And that self-mastery really is a path, and there's no other work that is important.
There isn't. You're absolutely right, and
it is a challenge.
It is. It's big stuff, guys. This is big stuff. To hold
space and not fall into emotions, or fear, or it's a doozy.
I mean, tonight was the first night we didn't have sort of interference, and it felt like we could be even more powerful than we are normally.
It felt very, very, very powerful tonight. So like I said, we're just riding these energies. We're moving into super moon on Wednesday. So again, the energies are tough. They're just intense, but I don't know. Something has shifted. It's definitely shifted for us. We have reached, the halfway pinnacle on our Vortex Tour. So instead of it feeling like this uphill climb where we're struggling and learning and, really trying to do all of these things and cope, we've kind of reached that tip of the pyramid, and now it feels like we're coming down on the other side. It's getting easier. We are able to find more balance and make more time for ourselves. So again, it all just serves as a reminder. It's all just, what are you pulling up here?
I'm seeing if I can see the great tree last night. So if I can do a quick. Last night we visited the ancient rainforest in Walburn Valley. So much we can talk about, guys, but you're just going to have to watch the documentary, because I am really struggling to find time to put together regular updates that I wanted to do, as I mentioned before. So again, we're going to have to steer you towards the documentary at the end. We'll try and post stuff as we go a little bit, but
we wanted to show you everything we're experiencing, but then we don't get to experience. So just finding that balance. It already feels like we have phones in our hands the whole time, just trying to get content and capture the moment a little bit. So editing and trying to put it into videos and getting it online is a whole another ball game. And we have lots of that. And as it starts to wind down and we're done the tour, I think we'll be able to realistically be able to share a lot more of that. Right now, however, we just need to be in the moment and try to put in and get out as much that we can from this experience.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're here for. We're just here to experience. We're here to connect. We're here to be present. I don't want an AI life where I have to live my life online for all of that. And I'm sure you guys can relate. So finding that time for you and balance and just to put a little bit of joy in your cup, however you have to do that. What do you got for us?
I think this is the main tree yesterday. Or is it not?
I don't know.
Anyway.
I can't tell from that angle. That might be that emerald one.
I don't think that's the main guy.
No, I think that's the emerald giant.
Although I did take a couple of pictures. Sorry, guys. I wanted to try and find a picture for you guys.
All right. So we have just finished Vortex number 11. The next Vortex we're doing is number 12. It's going to be, I think we have about a week in between before we get there. It's going to be, the big ceremony is going to be on the 24th. It's going to be July 24th, Mount Ida. So this is a huge magnetic vortex. And we are just heading off the island. We're going to spend a little bit of time with family and friends in the Vancouver area before we head up to Salmon Arm to do that leg of the vortex. So if you guys want to follow along, we do have our mailing list. We do have our Telegram chat. We do have our Instagram where we post. Again, we're trying to do regular content. So David will put links under the video, and you guys can find us that way. We do appreciate all the emails and everybody following us along the journey, because you know, whatever we can share and grow and experience through, like, we're hoping to just do that together with all of you. So
yeah, I'm not going to share that tonight because I want
to
edit that a bit different, and it's in raw format. So
what was the closing Om that David said? I question you about this often.
So it's Om.Sat Om. We'll do a whole show on that, but it's basically, it means everything is God, ultimately. And so it is another similar saying, so be it. Om.Sat Om, like so hum. There's lots of little chants and things that we'll maybe get into.
Maybe we should just Om right now with everybody. No?
Not right now.
That's how I can tell he's not feeling my idea.
But if you want to, Barbara Musset talks about this, the toning, which is using sound vibration to connect to things. You can go into nature and Om there. You don't have to do it necessarily vocally. You can do it in your mind. But
someone said, I've been waiting for this. Have you been waiting for a group Om? Is that what you're talking about?
No,
or
it's
no?
Not. It's about the meditation, babe.
Oh.
But I admire your passion.
Who knows?
Excuse me. But start to go into nature, start to go into natural environments and ask them to release the information of the living library to you. Ask them to assist you in activating the connection to the living library and share with you what they know, what they've learned, the secrets of Earth, and go in with that heart space. And ideally cleared and cleansed, because as the Pleiadians talk about, when you enter into a space like that, the plants and the nature spirits and all the elementals and environmentals know you're there, and they know you're human, they know your DNA, they know all this stuff. So start to plug in, and that also can help to activate DNA, help to activate your connection and activation to the living library. So yeah.
And we are the channels. Like, we are the guardians of the living library. So when we clear and we open that channel and those portals, what we're doing is we're just opening the gateways. We're opening the doorway for that light, which is information, to flow through us. So we're getting it, we're tapping into source, we're getting it. We're tapping into that infinite living library, and we have to be clear and cleansed and open to receive. So, you know, when you meet somebody with an open mind and you meet somebody with an open heart and they're just willing to give and receive, and it's just that channel. So just being open. And when you're open, you do receive. You receive the little gifts that the universe has to give you. You receive the, you know, being present and being open. You receive the smells of the flowers and the air, and just being open and just being mindful. Like, we are that connection point. We are that channel. So everything around, the trees, the ants, the birds, the bees, they all have so much to share if we're just willing to stop, listen, and really plug in. And it does so much for grounding. Grounding does so much for anxiety and these thoughts that are very, very consuming. So grounding and just being present, you know. Awesome. So powerful.
Amazing comments, guys. I haven't got the comments up on the screen today, but they just fly through. Awesome, Michael. Thank you for sharing that. That's really, really cool. Brownie, you just asked, would you say as channels we are stargates? From my understanding, there's a little bit of a difference. Whilst a stargate is a portal, a stargate is typically used for travel and moving through, which a portal is as well. But stargates are more known for physical travel. So the channel side of things, we're much more imagined as portals and gateways for information to come through, and for us also to move information out of us into as well.
So there are really big channels like stargates, which can like move physical things through time space. And then there are smaller portals like the ley lines, which are very energetic, that kind of thin the veil between dimensions. And then there are us. We are just smaller channels. We are smaller portals. Obviously, we're just on a smaller scale, but that's everything in the universe, you know, from the cellular level to the grand universe. We are all the same. So yes, we are channels. Yes, in a sense, we are miniature stargates. So I like to think of it as that, you know, wireless router. You need to have that physical box, and then it needs to be plugged in so that it works. So it needs to be plugged into like a power source.
So that's you tuning.
So this is us plugging into Gaia, into Earth. It's that electromagnetical physical power source that we're plugged into. We are the Wi-Fi. And now that we're plugged in, and now that we're online and activated, we're ready to receive the signals that are coming, and we're able to pick up on that and decipher and channel and allow that to move through us.
Before I forgot, Pookie's dictionary, another one, electromagnetical. I don't know where they come from. They're wonderful.
I'm just feeling it.
No, it's great.
I just feel it.
I love that analogy, babe. I was going to share something, I can't remember now, about portals and gateways and things. Oh yeah, guys, just finally, before you go to bed, there is sort of a last ditch effort for the DF, the dark forces, to really interfere and mess around with us, light workers. They can't necessarily, they can do damage, but they can only really interfere and be annoyingly interfering at this point, to some degree. So I want to invite you to, before you go to bed, close all negative gateways and portals, and only allow the highest Christ-white light to enter. So you can put, so for example, when you do an invocation, you open a portal. When you focus on the chakra and do a chakra activation, you open a portal, right? So your intention when you do it is absolutely key. It needs to be anchored in the heart space or neutral or higher vibration. So if you're very in a negative space and you're doing these things, you open portals and you can bring stuff in. So make sure you're cleared and cleansed before you do the work. But yeah, clear all negative portals and only allow the highest Christ white light. And start to use the beloved angels of God prayer before bed, and maybe even bring in the archangels of the four directions, just to keep and hold the space for you. I'll put in the beloved angels prayer in a few hours in the description after this video is finished. But yeah, just encourage you to do that.
Absolutely. When you go around opening portals, you can still open yourselves up to energy, and you can be vulnerable. So David has a number of different things, prayers. He's got, the invisibility cloak. You can put yourself in a light bubble. There's so many things.
All kinds of stuff. Yeah, that's from Elizabeth April, actually. And there are many other sort of variations of that, but our sister of light, Elizabeth. Anyway, yeah, it's get in the habit of doing it, guys.
You losing your voice.
Because it's one of your light worker tools. But we're going to go get some food, I think, because we're getting a bit hungry, and we've had a really cool day. Kelly has to pee as well. But we just love doing this work with you guys. We're blessed and honored to be here. So thank you for your presence and attendance tonight. If this added value, please do share it with other people. We're forever building and expanding this great family of light. It's just incredible. If you want to be part of the mailing list to never miss another global mass meditation, please do email us sunflowerlifedk@gmail.com, also in the description. And if you want to follow along on our Vortex Tour, jump into our Telegram chat, also in the description, and sign on to our Instagram page, where we post a few updates as well there as well. So yeah, that's about all we have time for. We again thank you for being here, and yeah, towards the light we go.
Towards the light we go.
Towards the light. We'll see you guys next week.
Yes, absolutely.
Next Sunday.
We'll figure it out. We'll see you next week.
All right, guys. Lots of love. Thank you for being here. See you soon.
Good night.